time it is. You already know who it is. It's Sandra, and welcome to today's version of my Driving Chronicles. Well. I haven't come on here in some time. A girl's been busy. What have you been doing, Sandra? Well, I've been living life, breathing, resting, recuperating. It's summer vacation. Now, be it as it may, it is summer vacation, but are you home eating bonbons every day? Absolutely not. I've been summering, I've been taking trips, I've been traveling and enjoying the world. So these trips will not be paying for themselves, at least not yet. So I've been having a great time, I must say. My summers are always a mix of work and making time for play. So as you may already know, my plate is quite full. My cup runneth over with things to do and responsibilities, but I can't avoid the wanderlust. I love to travel, I love to see the world, and I try to be intentional with planning and saving and being able to go on adventures. So I've come back from a trip. I am preparing to go to another trip. I am also preparing for a bigger trip with my, actually the next two are with my lovely young men, my family, one of which is with my sister and her husband as well. But I digress. What I'm saying is that life is to be lived, and you can't wait till you are, I don't know, older, when you have more time, when you've retired. Life is going to always be lifing. But how do you fit more life and more living into the life? That's really it. How do you fit more living, more enjoyment, more relaxation into the living? Well, I don't call myself an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I am simply someone who works hard and wants to enjoy just as hard. People say work hard, play hard. It's so cliche. Really, I don't want to be one of those people who will wait till she is 95 and goes, I wish I had done. No, I'm going to do it now. Oh, when I retire, I will. No, because I know countless stories, some of them even closer to home, where people have worked and toiled for years, for decades. And when they are prepared to retire, unfortunately, they come down with an illness, or they are incapable because of age and maybe an issue with mobility. And so for the summers, I wish I could fit more. If I had more free time, I'd be able to do more things for enjoyment. But when work is enjoyable, is it really work? Yeah, it's still work. Obligations are still obligations, but you can make them as enjoyable as you can. One of the ways I do that is mostly in the summers and some really into the fall, really. Right before winter, I swim. So today, hopefully you can come with me to one of my swim lessons and you can see one of the ways that I de-stress. One of the other things I love to do is spend time with family and friends. So going out to dinner with my sons, or going to an excursion with friends and doing something enjoyable. And let me just tell you about that. Parenting Corner is coming soon, okay? We are going to open up that segment of A Slice of Life. As your offspring, I can't call them children, my gentlemen, as they get older, they do want to do things without you. They're not so much keen on mommy driving me here, mommy. They drive themselves. They have their own plans, they have their own calendar, they have their own friends, and my boys in particular are very tight and close to their cousins, which I, oh my goodness, love for them. Beautiful group of boys, let me just tell you, inside and out. But they basically plan their own activities. So mamas who are out there, and maybe some dads, get your life. Yes, we've given so much to them. We've added and poured into them. We've prioritized them. But you know what? If you do your job well, at some point, they are going to come into their own, and they're going to want to create their own peer group and want to have their own activities and their own interests. What are you going to do then? Mamas? You're going to sit around and cry and mope? You better get yourself a task, a hobby, interest, and things of that nature. We have to give to our children, to our mates, to our marriages, to our families, but you must reserve something for you. You must make time for your personal interests. What is your passion? What have you been neglecting over the years that you can maybe get back into? For me, I've always wanted to learn how to swim. I've always been, in love with water. I've always gravitated towards water. And in retrospect, I've done some things that maybe were not so wise prior to learning how to swim. Most of the time I had a life vest in, except for once. There was an episode, a situation, we'll call it, where I was on a trip to Brazil, I believe it was, and they said, hey, if you want to just get into the water, let the fish, feed the fish, and it, in theory, sounded lovely. I'm going to jump into the water, I'm going to feed the fish, until the people on the boat threw bread into the water, and all of the fish swarmed all of us that were in the water near the ship. So me, I'm like, so fish everywhere touching me, I can't do it. What did I do? We were all in the water with noodles, not even life vests, literally pool noodles. And me being a shapely young lady, I requested 2 pool noodles. So when the fish swarmed, I kind of doggy paddled away with a friend who was a swimmer. Well, we kept doggy paddling, and there was a little island not too far away. Next thing you know, we've made it to the island. I'm like, yes, what a feat, what an accomplishment. I'm standing on the island. I'm like, yes, I'm enjoying the sand. I'm like, I made it. Oh my goodness. And then I turned around and saw the ship. Well, I can't even call it a ship. It was a catamaran of some sort. And I'm like, oh, wow, that looks a lot further away than I thought. I mean, all of this doggy paddling, I actually didn't realize the water was warm. It was a delicious swim or doggy paddle. And now I gotta get back to the catamaran. How am I going to do this? When I tell you, every thought, every fear activated. Anything I saw in the water beneath me looking dark, I don't know if they were coral, I was thinking I'm going to be eaten up by a whale, by a fish. My heart was beating out of my chest. And I was like, noodles, don't fail me now, because that's all I had. And can I tell you, this is before I had taken any swim lessons. So that was reckless. That was really irresponsible of me. So going forward, I always made sure I had a life vest. I've gone snorkeling. I've jumped off of people's ships or boats or whatever you want to call them, gotten into the water and enjoyed it, and then realized, girl, you need some skills. The swimming is a life skill. And to be honest, the situation that happened recently with Michael Jamal Warner passing away as a result of being caught in a rip current really hurt my heart for so many reasons. Because number one, we all grew up with Michael Jamal Warner. He was pretty much like everyone's brother. But also, just thinking of this life-saving skill. Apparently, he was a swimmer, but he still could not contend with this current, the strong current. So, that brought 2 things in mind. Number one, if you are not able to swim, you're unable to swim, or you have children who never learned this life-saving skill, please, please, please enroll them in some programs. Some towns or cities have free lessons for children. Some lessons are affordable, and really it's worth every penny. Because even being a strong swimmer, swimming in a pool is very different than swimming in the ocean, clearly in open water. But the reality is that children, especially if you are, you live in a place that has pools, or you have neighbors that, well, you have a pool yourself, this is a life-saving skill. Children need to learn this. I've seen classes of babies just even teaching them how to flip over a foot. Turn on your back and just float. That would save the child's life. So in light of what transpired with Malcolm Jamal Warner, I'm reminded, one, that swimming is a importance. It is a life skill. It is something that can really save a life. But also, it reminds me of how fragile life is. How fragile and precious the time that you are afforded is. So living life to the fullest is of the utmost. Don't wait till you this. Don't wait till you that. Don't wait till you whatever. Oh, when I lose weight, I will this. Oh, when I get that job, I will that. Oh, when I graduate, I will this. Oh, when there's a million things that we can, hope to do, aspire to, and have in our list of things to do. But life is to be lived right now, today, every day. Don't just stay home and mull over whatever it is that you are troubled by or that's bothering you. Get up, shower, put on something. I don't know, a little lipstick, a little lip gloss always gets me, quite peppy. I don't know. Do whatever it takes to shake yourself up and go out into the world and enjoy life as you live it. So this is my PSA. Take some swim lessons if you can, even if it's just a quick something. Thank you for joining and listening to my Driving Chronicles today. Listen, life is this precious gift that we've been blessed with, and we have to remember to enjoy it one slice at a time. Please like, subscribe, and see you next time.